Welcome, revved up.
Zing.
Welcome to Revved Up. Today I have a treat for everyone. It's a rare car, it's a lovely car. I'm not going to say the full phrase, but we all love a white blank. That's all I'm going to leave it at, and then when you see it, you'll understand the phrase. So today on Revved Up, I've got my good friend Bradley. He's going to be doing his car, which he's going to be pulling up around the corner any second now. So please drop it a like, drop it a follow, and here he is. Welcome, Bradley. Good old Revved Up.
What's that?
How you doing?
Alright?
Alright? Yeah, not bad, not bad. Bradley,
Lovely
thanks for coming
weather.
to Revved Up. Tell the audience what you got and why you bought a Chaser.
Always fancied one. It come up, it was the right deal, so I had to go and grab it. It's a genuine TRD. Manual was a nice thing to have because they're not always like actually manual from factory. Most of them are actually auto.
Yep.
Hasn't got much done really. It's got a greedy intercooler, Defi gauges for Recaro seats, and it's got a 3-inch cat back. Other than that, it's running standard boost, standard ECU.
Which is what power?
It's about, I think they're about 260, 270. I'm not entirely sure,
Alright.
but its stock power is about 0.9 bar boost. So it's not
We
a
went
lot.
up to Devon to go pick it up, didn't we?
Yeah, went all the way to Devon. Tony come with me.
But
He was a driver.
It was lower, wasn't it?
It was so
lower.
low to the
And
floor
why did you raise it?
because I couldn't get up my driveway. I couldn't get up the driveway. You're going down the motorway and it was actually scraping the floor on the way.
Literally, as you were driving down the road, I was behind him, and you could just see the exhaust just scraping and
Yeah.
sparking off the fucking motorway, and that's quite a smooth road.
Yeah,
And then we got to his house, and the driveway's like that, and he just could not get up the driveway.
No, I couldn't get up the driveway. It's on tine adjustable coilovers.
Yeah, I mean, but so what we'll do now is we're going to go around the car. We're going to do so. We're going to start at the front, do the front modification, side modification, back modification, inside and back.
Yeah.
And then at the end we're going to do a noise test because you know it's revved up.
Yeah.
Rev it up, Ronnie.
Rev it up, Ronnie. Here we go.
So yeah, we'll start off with modifications. So let's get into that. Right, front end modifications. You've got an aftermarket front bumper,
Yeah.
which
I've
has
got
been.
I've got the original TRD one that came with it. I believe they've taken it off because they put the intercooler in there. It did come from Japan with the intercooler and that in it because
Yeah.
I've got the photos with it all like this. But I have got the original TRD front bumper.
Yep.
I think the indicators are aftermarket. Well, I'm pretty sure of it anyway.
But you don't have the original ones.
Don't have the original ones of those. I have original of other parts when we go around the car.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got the bumper. I've got the original intercooler and that as well, and
Yeah.
all the pipe work.
But the front bumper has obviously been cut, which is actually quite a neat cut
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
fit for the intercooler, which
Yeah.
is why they took the TRD one off, because they didn't want to ruin the TRD one.
I think
didn't
so. I think they didn't want to cut the bumper up. Also, not just that, it was so low.
Yeah, there's a few cracks in the paint here.
they? Yeah, but the other bumper's not exactly in the best of shape.
No,
either, is it?
no, but it's not broken or it's not cracked.
No.
That's the thing.
Then you've got the standard TRD grille, which looks pretty cool with that.
Yeah.
The thing I like about these Jack ones, you can always see the little horns in the front, which
Yeah, the
actually
horns
looks
is there.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
I do
that's
quite
the-
like that bit. You know, typical Jacks, they do look pretty cool. And then obviously standard headlights,
Yeah.
which also look pretty cool.
Yeah, they look good.
They're nice and clear.
Yeah.
They give it quite a nice little. They sharpens all the front end up, I think.
Yeah, it
the
does,
whole
yeah.
clearness of it.
100%.
They're well, I don't even know.
They're plastic. From the sounds of that, they're plastic, not glass.
Plastic, isn't it? I thought they were glass.
Which for a car of this era, plastic is quite good, because they always used to be glass. But yeah, they're plastic from the sound of it anyway. So that's that. Moving up, obviously it's all standard on that. Nice
Yeah.
little smoothness here, but I think something might be missing on the front. I think something's missing on the front. I think it needs something to complement it all.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think maybe, I don't know, maybe it's like a little sun strip on it.
Yeah, maybe it's
Or something like that. Just something to bring it all together. It looks nice. It is nice. It's a really nice car. I just think there's something missing on it a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's just my own personal opinion. So that's all the front. There's not a lot on the front. So we'll move around to the side.
Yeah.
You get all your side modifications done. Again, there's not really much modifications on this because it's a standard car. But it's such a rare, cool car, I couldn't not have it on the channel. No. And the first thing that Brad did say when he got the car is, this needs to go on the channel. Yeah. And Brad's got a lot of cars. He's got some really cool cars. He's building a Corsa B at the minute, and I love my Corsa Bs.
The Corsa B was from you originally.
Yeah, you did get the Corsa B from me originally.
100 quid, cheap.
100 quid. When that's done, you've got to put it on the channel.
Yeah, when it's done.
Because he only paid £100 for it from me, but what he's done to it,
the customer fortune.
Completely different car. Yeah. So we'll move to the side of the car.
Yeah.
Get all that done, and yeah, let's go to the side of the car. So Brad, moving down to the side of the car.
Yes.
We've got Enki wheels.
Yeah, they are actually Enki wheels. Yeah.
Wrapped in some.
The tyres ain't that great. I'm waiting for a set of tyres to come. I think they're all out of shape.
It's a drift car.
I think they're all out of shape, and it does give it a bit of a wobble. So I've had the wheels balanced. They was right for a little while, and then they've gone out of balance again. So I'm pretty sure it's the tyres.
But you've got the standard wheels from them anyway to put back on if you needed to.
Yeah, I've got another set of wheels with it. Yeah.
But that's fine. I mean, they look okay. They suit the car, I think.
Yeah, they look good on the car. Yeah.
I think one of them, I saw needs a bit of a refurb, but other than that, they're not too bad.
Yeah, no, I think it was
one of them. It might have been water, but I think one of them did. But they look nice. They complement the car quite nicely. The grey actually looks really nice as black.
Against the white.
Sorry.
Yeah, it looks good against white.
Then you got the TRD side skirts.
Yeah. Still got the genuine TRD side skirts. It's got the TRD Racing Development stickers on the side.
But you are missing, but you've got them, the original wind deflectors, haven't you?
I have got the original wind deflectors. They're a one piece. They go from the front there.
Come from the front right away to the back, which look pretty cool.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, I don't know whether to put them back on or not.
Are a frameless doors, isn't they?
They are, yeah.
Like a frameless, no frames on it.
No.
So you can't put the wind deflectors in it, they have to go on the top.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty cool feature, because I think it was mainly BMWs and stuff that did that, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, you get on some cars, don't you?
Yeah.
This is one of them.
I mean, the side is pretty standard. It goes literally just as you would expect a chaser on the side. But we all love a white chaser, so you can't exactly diss a white chaser, can you?
No, everyone loves a white chaser.
There is one thing missing, which I prefer on, he prefers off. But we'll talk about that now when we go to the back of the car. It's all down to personal preference, but I think it looks better with it on.
Yeah.
So we'll move to the back of the car and we'll discuss that bit. Now we're at the back of the car. Start from the bottom. You've got a
Kakimoto exhaust.
Racing exhaust with a
catback.
Catback.
Yes, catback. I think it's 3 inch and a tip on like 5 6
tip. I reckon it's about a 5-inch tip.
Yeah.
It's big enough to fit your fist in there, you know what I mean.
Definitely fit your ears in it, won't it?
Well, I don't know about that. Original TRD rear bumper, which looks pretty cool with the diffuser. Again, all in white. Everyone loves a white chaser.
Yeah.
Uprated LED rear lights.
Yeah, I have the originals as well at home.
Do you have the original? I think they look pretty cool though in the night.
Better,
I mean, when you pulled away last night, they really did complement.
They stand out, don't
they?
They
really
stand
did.
out.
The one thing that's missing for those eagle-eye viewers, if you know a TRD, they also come with a TRD spoiler.
Yes.
Now, I prefer it with the spoiler on, but the previous owner took it off, smoothed the boot. Bradley prefers it
off
without it if it's a smoother look. I prefer the TRD spoiler on. Let me know in the comments if you prefer it with or without the spoiler, or whether or not you should put a little roof spoiler and leave the boot.
Roof spoiler is something I'm thinking about. They do a nice little lift.
Yeah, they do. But that gives it kind of a drift car look as well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So you're not really wanting to go for a drift car look.
No, it's just a.
Yeah.
I just use it at the weekends.
So I mean,
go for a blast.
Yeah. But I mean, that's the outside of the car because, like I said, it's a standard car. There's not much modifications on it. So what we're going to do is going to move into the interior, get the interior done. We'll do an engine bay, look at the engine bay briefly.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a sound check. And I'm not going to drive the car today. One, because it's an expensive motor and he's not long bought it. 2, it's a bit wet, and even though I can drive, I wouldn't trust myself in the wet in this.
No,
because
just in case.
I've
It's just
seen
just
you
in case
drive
they
it,
cut.
and it's So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be in the passenger seat. Brad's going to take me out in it, and we'll just get a review of it as a passenger. So we'll move around to the front, and we'll check out the interior. So, the back of a Chaser. These are all the standard seats. Very comfortable, nice and cushiony. Very nice and soft. I don't think they've really seen that much use because there's hardly any wear to them. It's got the centre armrest here as well, which again is really nice and really nice and comfortable and cushiony. Very nice to lean on. And then it's got the floor mats here, which go over the top. They're not the 2-piece things. They're a 1-piece. They literally rest over. It keeps the carpet underneath nice and clean, nice and standard, and it doesn't wear the carpet out that much. The rear, it's also got the electric rear windows, which is quite a good feature on these considering the year of the car. And it's also got quite a lot of standard carbon fibre genuine bits to it, which is also a nice feature on the inside of the car. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to jump in the front, go through the front quickly, and then we'll do an engine bay, and then we'll do the noise check and go out for a drive. So jump in the front. Let's jump in. From what I hear, these seats are quite comfortable, so let's have a look. Oh, these are, actually, yeah, they are really comfortable. They hug you quite nice. So basically, they're Recaro bucket seats, black with white stitching. You've got the centre console to match, which actually I think is a really nice feature. It's got 5-speed manual gearbox in it, Kenwood aftermarket stereo, which the map basically, because it's an import from Japan, they didn't swap the maps over, so when you're actually driving, you've got the sat nav on. It's quite cool because it makes you feel like you're still driving in Japan, but you're not. But I quite like that feature. I think it's really, really nice thing. It's also got a Defi gauges on it with a Momo drift steering wheel, aftermarket again. I believe Brad wants to change the steering wheel,
I'm
don't
trying
you?
to find something different. I want to find something Toyota, probably more original. to be
Yeah,
fair.
you've also got electric mirrors.
Yeah, it's got electric mirrors, folding mirrors.
Yeah,
It's got aircon.
yeah,
It's got the swinging vents,
yeah.
and they still work. It's quite a rarity.
Really,
Other
it's
than that, it's pretty much stock and standard.
But also, obviously, because I came with you to buy the car,
Yes, yeah,
the owner mentioned about the handbrake, didn't he?
yeah.
We're not. Well, I think the owner was a little bit, as you think. He probably wasn't all clued up
No.
because he was like, I don't know what they did with this handbrake, but me and Brad, we kind of know what it is. It's basically an e-brake, basically. So
The
you
button, so it's
literally-
not a button anymore. You have to put
Yeah.
it to lock it, and then when you pushed it off, that's it. You just
Literally, it's
Bang the
so
button.
easy to just rip up because obviously it's a Chaser's rear-wheel drive. People do drift them, so obviously somewhere in its life, someone's gone, oh, let's just put like an e-brake button in it and just be done. It's quite a nice feature, but Bradley don't do that. Bradley don't do drifting. He's
No,
a
I
good
don't.
boy, as you
Don't
saw at the
drift.
beginning of the video. He's a good boy.
I don't drift. Mate. Don't know how.
Right, so that's everything on the inside. I don't think I've missed anything, have I?
No, mate, no. It's all there. It's got the Defi boost gauges, controller,
Yeah.
and that's about all really for that.
But
I've
you
got all
also
the original
have the
stuff.
standard front seats as well,
I
don't
have
you?
the original front seats. They're in like brand new condition.
They are really good
they're mint.
condition. So basically what we'll do is we'll pop the bonnet, quickly go through the engine mods, do a noise test,
Yeah, mate.
quickly go out for a drive.
Yeah, mate. Yeah, let's go.
And then we'll be done. So
Then
we're
we're
not
done.
going to keep you much
We're
longer.
there. We're
Alright.
in. Right, let's
Right.
roll.
Where's the boot switch? Where's the bonnet switch?
There, in front.
Right there, yeah? There you
Have a go. Have a wander.
go. Have a wonder. Oh, right, it's going to be here then. No.
Yeah, it is there. Got to slide it.
Oh, there it is. Oh, I see.
There we go. Some straps.
Auto struts as well.
Look at that, eh?
Not bad little engine. So it's a 1JZ.
It is a 1JZ,
1JZ
yeah.
with
2.5.
So, tell me the modifications on the actual engine itself.
Do you know what
you
there's,
know of?
There's nothing really. You obviously got the greedy intercooler.
Yeah,
It's a metal coolant pipe.
yeah.
I'm not quite sure where to do that. It must be a reason maybe the old one goes brittle.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a plastic pipe or rubber pipe, it goes brittle.
Yeah.
HKS mushroom, and that's about it, and it's stock. It's got the genuine
even,
TRD
yeah, I was
strut
gonna say,
brace.
even the strut brace, which is a TRDs,
Yes.
it's quite rare to find on a TRD
yeah,
nowadays,
most of
isn't
them
it?
are on there. And I've still got it.
But you know one thing I never understand about these big cars, being a Jap car as well.
Yeah.
Right, such a big car,
Yeah.
quite a lot of electrical features, nice comfort features.
Yeah, yeah.
But yet, the battery.
They're always
It's like
tiny.
a motorbike battery.
Yeah,
It's
they
like,
are tiny. All Japanese
what is that
batteries.
meant to power?
I don't know. They're good
Like,
though. They are powerful.
Even
batteries.
Josh's Civic, when I did a video on his, even
Yeah.
his was tiny, and I was like, what is that even powering?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're tiny.
But
batteries.
it does, it works, it drives, it
Does its job.
does its job.
Yeah.
But no, it's quite standard, 1JZ, running a standard power, as far as we're aware. I think you've got a few plans, haven't you? for
I've
this?
got a few plans. I think I'm going to get a piggyback ECU.
Yeah.
Turn the boost up a little bit.
Yeah.
Not too much though. It's not really needed for what I'm using it for.
Yeah.
You know, it's just going to be a weekend driving car.
And what power are you trying to go for?
350, 400,
350,
something like that.
Because don't these engines good for about 1,000?
No, not these. They're good as they are for about, I believe, 500.
Oh, okay.
Roughly 550. You can do some.
Oh
fixes.
no, you do what they call a 1.5 JZ
That's
or
right.
something,
Yeah,
didn't
they
it?
use the head off of the
2J.
2J.
Yeah.
And then you put a bigger turbo,
Yeah.
bigger injectors, etc. on there, and then they can take the boost up quite a
Which
bit.
is why they call it a 1.5 JZ, because it's half 1 JZ, half 2 JZ.
2JZ. Yeah. That's
Um, right, shall we do a noise test?
Come on, then, let's go.
Let's have a little road test. Let's have a look. Let's shut the bonnet. Let's get the noise test
Come on,
done.
Cut.
Got to let it warm up first, just to let everything do its thing. Let it warm up. Not exactly a cold start right now, is it?
No, it's not on a cold.
But
start.
it sounds quite nice as it is. But when it's going, it sounds absolutely gorgeous. I all love to say.
It's not too much.
No.
It's because it's a cat back. It's not too loud. It's not too much. I'm probably going to keep it like that if I can find a sports cat or something like that,
Yeah.
maybe. But other than that, it's going to stay as it is. It sounds nice enough.
Yeah.
It doesn't piss everyone off.
Not yet.
But it's alright, and it doesn't drone your ears out.
Doesn't matter to me.
Tony.
I'm deaf anyway. But how long did it take to warm up, do you reckon? How long before we can
I'll just
grab it?
Give it 3 or 4 minutes.
Give it 3 or 4 minutes. Alright, so we'll stop there, give it 3 or 4 minutes, let it warm up, and then we'll let you guys hear what it sounds like from standstill. Bradley, rev it up like Ronnie. That smells really nice. It actually sounds better on full chat when you're actually giving it some. I think it's missing a few flames though. I think you need to spit some flames, right? But I'm assuming once you actually do the tune to it, you're going to get a few flames out of it, do you reckon?
Yeah, it will do. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't want it too mad, but it will do.
But I mean, I love the smell of that, and again, everyone loves the Chaser. You can't exactly say anything wrong about a Chaser.
Can't beat the Chaser, man.
I think the next thing to do, Brad, let's go for a drive. Let's get in.
Time to go for a spin.
Riley, we're going to go for a drive.
Yeah, let's go.
Are we leaving traction control on?
No.
No. I like that. Well, I like the way you said that.
It boost cut so much when the traction control's on, so
Yeah.
you just turn it off anyway.
No, I mean, what do you... So you've driven quite a lot of nice cars, right? You've had quite a few nice cars.
Yeah, 100%.
What car do you reckon is better for you? Like, what car do you prefer driving as a car?
The best car is the Lexus I've got.
The Lexus?
Yeah, I've got a Lexus.
Do you reckon we should get that on the video?
We'll get it on the channel, we won't say what it is. There's not many of them in the country.
No, there's not.
That is the best driving car I've had. I've had all sorts of E63, M135, M140s.
Yeah.
I've had all sorts of stuff. And the Lexus is the best one I've had as a driving car
Yeah.
in general. I've had quite a few fun things. I used to love Cooper R's when I was younger.
Well, you had what? One I think was running around about 400
Yeah.
brain, didn't you?
400
But you blew that up, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think I just
Shit
started to
yourself.
get to know you just as you blew that up.
That's
didn't I?
it, blew up on the bar road.
I mean, I think I've known you what, about 6, 7 years now, something like that.
That's it, yeah.
You know, car-wise, I mean, Brad kind of hated half of the cars I've had. Like he kept saying to me, right? He kept saying, "Why'd you keep buying the Saxos? Why'd you like this? Why'd you like that? Why'd you build a Corsa B?" That was a good snake, that one, wasn't it? But yeah, I mean, that goes quite well. But the thing is, like, because it's being such a big car as well, you don't feel it as much.
No, it's very smooth.
Comfortable and smooth in delivering it.
Yeah, everything's smooth about it. Bar a minute, I think the tyres are all misshaped. I've tried balancing them. It went alright for a minute, and then they were all balancing. So I think the tyres need doing.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as driving goes, it's actually, I mean, even though it's lowered, obviously you had it lower, which was a bit bouncy and a bit more noisy.
Yeah.
But now that you've raised it, I think it's done it quite a lot good.
Yeah.
I think it's much better. It feels better to drive. It's not as bumpy. Don't scrape as much either.
No, it doesn't scrape at all, really.
No.
I've just made it to the right sort of height. And it's just a comfortable drive. Sticks well.
Yeah, it does.
It's not really the day for a turbo manual rear-wheel drive car in the wet, unless you want to go sideways.
A bit of dampness, isn't it? You know?
Yeah.
It's what we call drift lube, isn't it? What we call drift lube.
That's it. Yeah.
But I mean, like we've done a lot of shit in our time. You know, being young and stupid as you do.
Yeah.
You know, like I've known Brad do some stupid shit. Brad's seen me do some stupid shit.
Yeah.
But I think that's what kind of makes a friendship as well.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, like. Again, like Brad used to take the piss out of me for buying Corsa Bs and Saxos and whatnot, and then he drove my Corsa B red top, and then all of a sudden he buys my old Corsa B off me and he's building one. Here we go again. Like, it just doesn't feel like you're doing it. It goes really well and it just doesn't feel like it. It's such a smooth car. Like, it delivers the power quite nicely as well. It's something that's not been messed with. You know, like, I'm glad you found an untuned, unmessed with one.
That's right, yeah, that's the nice thing about it.
Because there's nothing worse than having someone else's project car.
Yeah.
I think there is nothing worse than trying to chase
things or you feel the vibration.
Yeah, feel the vibration. But that only gets it to what you said about 80 mile an hour.
Yeah.
You know, and then you get the wobble. But again, that could be the tyres, like you said.
Yeah. Only other thing I've got is it's had a spec clutch put in it.
Yeah.
It's not that old. I am kind of like sort of wearing in thing, but I'm not too keen on the clutch.
No.
No, I don't think it's a great clutch to be honest. People do rate them, but I think I'm probably going to stick an XED in it.
Yeah. But that's one reason. That's another reason why I didn't really want to drive the car today, because the clutch is not exactly, it's different. So I didn't want to risk breaking anything, being such an expensive car. And obviously, like I do with every video, I give the driver, the owner, an opportunity to say if they will let me drive it or not. But if I don't feel comfortable, I'll tell the owner, and then I won't drive it. If it was drier and the clutch weren't too bad, I probably would have drove it. But I don't think I would have been able to give it everything that it deserves. So I think it was best to let the driver drive it today. I mean, look how it just sticks to the road. It literally just sticks. And you think, like, this is
a big boat.
It's 24 years old.
Yeah. And it's a big boat as well.
It's a big, it weighs, I think, probably weighs about what, 1,600 kilos?
Oh. Do you know what, these old cars aren't as heavy as what you think? I'm actually not sure how much it weighs, but
I mean, if someone knows how much to weigh, let us know in the comments. But to the size of it and the fact that it's only 260, 270 brake, it delivers it quite well.
It pulls it.
Like, there's hardly any boost lag in it either,
no.
which you would expect for an older vehicle. But it just doesn't seem it. Like, it'll probably put some of the newer cars to shame. Like that Scirocco, then he tried going for it and he just didn't want anything.
She?
Oh, she?
The malt was on it, mate. She
What?
didn't have it.
Fucking hell. She's obviously a female racer, isn't she? Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean?
She wants a bit of a Bradley.
She wants your ears, Tony. She wants to play with them old cabbages.
Right, they're too small for her to see through the windows, mate. She ain't one in them. But no, it is a nice car. I've never owned a Jap car, but they are trying to convince me to buy a Jap car.
Yes.
They want me to go and get a Nissan 350Z. Now, it might be a bit bouncy on the camera, but this is because we're doing it freehand in the back of the car. So I do apologise if it looks a bit bouncy. You just have to bear with it. But yeah, no, they're trying to convince me to get a Nissan 350Z because I've never owned a Jap car, and they reckon that I would enjoy a 350Z. So if anyone is watching this and has got a 350Z, they'll let me do a review on it so I can get a feel of what it's like. Please let me do a review on it because it will help me decide whether or not I want to buy one. So yeah. I just had to go quiet then because you've got to appreciate it. Like seriously, the camera just doesn't. The camera probably doesn't do it justice. It really don't. But you have to appreciate the old chasers, mate. They literally, they were underrated.
Boost,
they were so underrated when they first came out because everyone was thinking, oh no, the 2JZ's better, the 2JZ's better. But the 1JZs are just as good, I think, you know.
Not much in it really, mate.
No,
not much.
But I mean, you look at, in today's market, right? You've got Nissan Skyline R34s, you've got the Toyota Supra Mark 4s. Now, with all them, they're so common now. Everyone seems to have one. Like you go to any meet, people are going to have one. You know, you go any car show, you can guarantee there's going to be a Supra or a Nissan Skyline R34 there, or even the GTR, which isn't actually an R35. It's called a Nissan GTR. They're always going to be one at a meet. You can't always guarantee there's going to be a chaser.
There's not always.
You know,
a few people do have them. They do have them,
but they're not as common.
No.
They're not as common as the other cars.
my other car you never see there, don't you?
No, the other car you will never see, which we will go on the channel eventually. Now, I mean, we are almost finished the drive, but I'm not even exaggerating when I say this. It's one of these cars that the camera doesn't do it justice. So what we'll do is we'll get back. We'll literally just do an end. You know, say thanks to Brad for letting us film his car. You know, just look at the smile on my face from that. It literally lights you up. I swear to God, like, I mean, there's not a lot of people I would get in a car with and let them drive how they want, but I've known Brad for so long, and I've known the way he drives his cars. I know he can control them. But I swear to God. So we'll just cheers for coming on.
That's right, mate.
Everyone loved the Chaser.
Yeah.
I loved it. It's a big smile on my face.
Yeah.
As you can tell, the minute I mentioned Chaser, we have quite a lot of people come out to have a look at it.
Yeah.
Because obviously no one's seen it today.
Yeah.
Now that it's actually on video, maybe you can actually post it a little bit more.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'll get it out there a bit. I'm saving it for Tony.
It's been
for his
quite
reveal.
annoying, but like it's been such a big thing to not say anything.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've almost slipped up as well. But yeah.
I'd like to give a shout out to ISAR Car Care. Last night, he quickly come round and give it a wash.
I was that in about 11 o'clock.
Mate, 11 o'clock at night, I was like, mate, you got to come wash this car. He come straight out and washed it. And also, you know, thanks for having me on the channel, mate.
Yeah, no worries.
Top, mate.
No worries. Catch you in a bit.
See you in a bit. See you
Drop us a
later.
like, drop us a follow. Don't forget to subscribe. You're just going to leave, and I'm just going to walk out of shot so you can see it.